Hey guys, Mike here. Got back from an auction and I've got a ton of DVDs. This auction I go to is typically for toys, but this time for some reason they had a whole table full of DVDs and I've counted them up here. I have each pile there is 50 plus what I have on the floor there. I have about 325 of them and I paid a whole lot more than I typically do. I usually try to come in at 50 cents or less with, because they're for a collection, because you're going to assume there's going to be whatever amount's not going to sell to start with, and then you have to deal with condition issues on the ones that would have sold. You might wind up throwing away 30% of a collection just because it's not sellable. Although I do have that CD resurfacer, DVD CD resurfacer, but I don't really mess with that thing. If it's only $1 or $2 CD or DVD, it's just not worth the time. But anyway, on to this. Yeah, $325 for this whole collection. I spent $400 on them all, and like I said, more than I usually would. But this looks like a really, really good collection. Half of them at least are brand new. I mean, you still have excuse me, I had allergies, so I'm going to be clearing my throat this whole video. And you're talking about receipts on them still brand new for half of them. The ones that aren't brand new, I spot checked maybe 15, 20 of them, and every single one was just dead mint perfect. So I truly believe I'm going to look into this collection here, and every single one's going to be either brand new or like new condition. So, and also notice the titles. Maybe half of them are some recognizable ones, but a whole lot of them are just kind of, just they seem like interesting titles. Maybe some live bands, concerts, stuff like that. Just it looked different than your typical collection. So I think I'll do pretty good. Somebody had asked, I think it was Paul, who asked how I've been doing with the CD sales recently. I've got about 2,300 items up on Amazon, most of which are CDs, maybe 10% DVDs. This will of course up my average, and so far so good. I think over the last few months, except for June and July, were just horrible. This is June, July of 2013 I'm talking about, and my sales were horrible. I had one pay period. You get paid every 2 weeks from Amazon, direct deposit, and I had one pay period that was $74. I was just dumbfounded. I mean, I was going a couple days at a time without selling anything, and I've never seen that before. So I think now that I'm venturing into Amazon, not doing just the collectible stuff in eBay, I'm really getting exposed to those ebbs and flows of buyer demand, on a monthly basis, and I really saw that summer doldrum. It was horrible. Typically up until that point, I was making between $200 or $300 every pay period. So whatever that is, $500 or $600, maybe let's say $500 a month I was bringing in on the DVD and CD sales. And I was really happy about that, just because this whole thing has been an experiment about how this whole operation will scale, and so far it is scaling, so that's awesome. But I hit that July, June especially, and I was dumbfounded. It was horrible. But now that it's August, and then July was bad, but not as bad. It was starting to pick up in July a little bit. Now that we hit August, man, it's snapping up, and it's just like usual. So I think maybe just the summer months are horrible. And no, I'm rambling here. I wanted to do this Aseller Tool, show you guys that. But my goal, I have 2,300 items now. My goal is to get 3,000 in there before the selling season really starts, and that's not looking good. If I can get a couple hundred up from this 325 at least, that'll put me up in the 2,500 area, but I'll still need to get another 500 to reach that goal. And this selling season's basically here. It's mid-August right now. I think it's August 15th today, so I've really got a couple weeks to get that up, and I just don't know if that's going to happen. But, I'll try, and if I don't make the goal, I'll at least get further along than I would if I didn't have that goal. So I really want to kill it this year, and towards Christmas on Amazon, see how good we can do. So here we go. This is the Aseller Tool. I did a review many months ago, maybe a year ago, who knows, and I figured I would show you again, and show you just a little bit of how I set up my criteria for whether or not this thing is going to get a hit on these. And let me start off by saying, if you don't know what this is basically a book scouting tool type thing. It's a PDA. You download the entire Amazon database onto this thing. You don't have to worry about any kind of connectivity, which is awesome. One click on the barcode with that wireless scanner, and the results are just immediate. So you could go through hundreds of DVDs or CDs in no time. This thing with a smartphone and taking a picture or whatever of the barcode and relying on connectivity I hate that. So I dropped the money on this. It was ridiculous. It was about a year and a half ago, maybe. I think it was, if I remember correctly, I may be off, but I think it was about $500 total for the setup and subscription. Which, yeah, it's crazy. But man, I went through a few weeks ago when I did that VHS slot. I got out of that storage unit and had 1,000 VHS tapes. I gave my daughter the scanner, set her loose, and she was just yelling to me which ones were selling and how much. And we knocked those out. I say we. She did a lot of it, in a day or two, just a couple hours in the evening. So it's paid for itself many times over. But I'm rambling. So yeah, let me crack this thing open, and I will give you guys a real quick demo of how I set this thing up. Alrighty guys, here's my incredibly low-tech demonstration here, and I lost my stylus for it. It's in the basement somewhere, so I'm using this vintage miniature screwdriver. So yeah, what you do, alright, come on. So here's the display, and basically it's telling you, here's the prices, $4 for whatever this, I don't even know what this is, but I don't know if I scanned any yet or not. Anyway, $4.20, $10, and they give you the condition good, very good, like new, very good. So it gives you the first 5 condition there, and I think this is the new value down here, 5.1 or 510, 530, and 15. And then down here is a seller rating. So it's got a seller rating of 32,000, which is great. And honestly, I can't remember what this stuff is, but it's not really important for our little demonstration here. So what I do, hit menu, and there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do here. Data download. I did my last download from Amazon about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I guess it was maybe a month, so I didn't bother doing it again. But oh, this is going to be interesting. There we go. Hopefully this works, guys. I don't even know if you can see this. Alrighty, well, hey, you guys get what you pay for, right? So, and I mean my video, not this thing. So, basically what I did, and the funny thing is the more I do this, if I was going into a Goodwill or something and zapping things, I may really rely on this criteria stuff. When I'm doing it at my home right now, I don't necessarily rely on it that much, simply because once I scan it, I like to look at it and see what it is, kind of regardless, because sometimes you may want, if there's 2 or 3 at a penny, and then the next ones up are like $5 or $6, I may list it anyway, because when those ones for a penny go, it's worthwhile having yours up there. So I tend to just keep an eye on the results instead of just listening for it. And basically, I guess I'm assuming you guys know what this does, but you use this little wireless scanner. You hit the barcode on the DVD, and you set this thing up to give a click basically if it's no good, and daggone it, give a click if it's no good, and whatever, $1, a cash register sound or something, whatever you want if it is good. And when I say is good, I mean based on your criteria. So what I've done now, as you can see, you can set different ones up. You can set up for now I'm gonna have to get my hand on this, for books, DVDs, VHS tapes, CDs, video games, software, and toys. So we're going to go to CDs, and the trigger price will be $1, and sales rank will be less than 100,000. So this thing will give me a positive reading if the CD's worth $1 or more, and has less than 100,000 or less sales rank. So if it comes in at 50 cents, it's not going to work. If it comes in at $1.50, but it's got 200,000 sales rank, it's going to be a negative. And then I guess I got to set it up to not sleep as fast. So, and then I just have it working its way up. If it's $2 and it's a sales rank of 200,000 or under, I'll accept it. $3, $3.50 and under, $4, $5.50 and under, and so on and so forth. So that's really, I mean, this thing's got a whole lot of bells and whistles and different things you can do. But this is really as simple as you need to get. I mean, or as complex, I should say, as you need to get. So I'll go ahead and save that. And let's scan a couple things here, and I'll show you what it does. Alright, scanning a U2 video thing here.
$4.20.
Oh, that's why I must have already scanned this one. You notice that if you do it twice, it talks to you. There's the sound, it tells you it's good, and watch this, it'll talk to you if you do it again.
$4.20.
So that's pretty cool. You know, if you got it in your top pocket and you can't look at it, you just zap it twice and it'll give you how much it's worth. So that's a $4 one. Got another YouTube U2. Nope. And that one's no good because it's, as you can see, it clicked on me because it's at $1, but it's 126,000, so that'll be a no-go. Let me just do like 2 or 3 more here. That one's $2.70, but it's 179,000, so that's a no-go. Although, you know what, I'll probably list it anyway. Well, that one's good. That's 87,000, so that's a great sales rank, and $4. Although that's average condition. Good condition or very good is $7, so that's good. Do one more here. Holy cow. Nice. Citizen Kane, and this one's brand new, sealed. And that's $20. Awesome. So yeah, I'm going to bust through these CDs and see how long it takes, or I keep saying CDs, I'm so used to doing CDs. I'm going to bust through these DVDs and see how long it takes to get through them all, keep a running total of how much money I think I can get out of these, and I will be talking to you in just a minute. Alrighty guys, got it all wrapped up, and I want to apologize for that little demo there. I had it set for CDs when I was doing that. I'm so used to doing CDs, I just can't get it through my mind that I'm doing DVDs, but anyway, you guys get the idea of how it works, and I'm tired, so I'm going to go to bed, make this fast. Yeah, those are the ones that are not going to sell. I think there's give or take 75, because I think I counted up 230 that will sell. That pile there, all that stuff there, all this. That pile there, the book scanner couldn't find in the Amazon database, so I have to manually look those up. But yeah, I did really well on this. Like I said, I got about $400 into the CDs, and according to my calculations, I wrote down how much for each one, added, I can't even speak, I'm so tired, added it all up, and it came up to $1,810. So $1,810 from a $400 investment. I'm really happy about that. There was just a really great DVDs, and it really paid off that half of them were new, because most of the new ones, well, maybe not most of them, but a really good percentage were, you know, if they were used, they would have been worthless. They were penny DVDs, but because they were brand new, they were $3, $4, $5. So that really added up. That was great. So, you know, new as opposed to used is really a good thing on Amazon when it comes to this stuff. So I guess that's it. Trying to think of, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it took me a little over an hour to get through this whole thing. It took me about an hour 15 minutes, and it was took a long while, because I have a few note cards there full of, you know, my math. That took forever, so I probably could have gotten through this in a half an hour, 40 minutes if I was just plowing through. So take care, everybody. Please rate, subscribe, leave comments, all that good stuff. Take care. Bye.